On the 11th day of Christmas, For the Love of the Mouse gave to me amazing magic bars, just like at Disney. We are back with another Disney-inspired recipe. This time we're going over to Wilderness Lodge, one of Disney's DVC resorts at Walt Disney World. At Roaring Fork at Wilderness Lodge, you will find these amazing magic cookie bars. They are super, super sweet, chock full of amazing flavors, and delicious. And we're gonna make them today. They're really, really simple. If you're new around here, make sure that you click that subscribe button, click that like button if you like what we're doing, and that bell notification so that you can be notified every time we release a video. We are almost complete with our 12 days of holiday baking, and we wanted to bring to you another Disney-inspired recipe. Disney's Wilderness Lodge is one of our favorite resorts to stay at, and at the holidays, it is absolutely stunning. Even though we live here in Colorado and are surrounded by the mountains, and it's almost like being in our own backyard, we love Wilderness Lodge, and a trip to Disney at the holidays would not be complete without experiencing all of the magic Wilderness Lodge has to offer. These magic bars are very, very simple, and anyone can make them. They just require a few ingredients. So what we're going to do first is we're going to take our 13 by 9 inch pan and spray it with some baking spray. You want to completely coat the pan. This ensures that you're going to be able to get the bars out without a whole lot of fuss. So over here, what I have are 2 sleeves of honey graham crackers and half a stick of melted butter. I've combined that in my food processor. We use a Ninja, but you can use a blender, you can use a food processor. You can also just put the graham crackers in a large plastic bag and use a mallet and break up the graham crackers into really small pieces, and then mix them in a bowl with the half a cup of melted butter. So what we're going to do is dump our crust. This is going to be the base of our bars into our pan, and we're going to smush with our fingers to make a crust. Don't forget that with this series, we also have a corresponding blog post that goes along with each recipe so that you have step-by-step instructions to make any of these recipes at home. Our oven's ready. That reminds me, you want to make sure you preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Make sure that your crust is pretty packed in there. You don't want a loose crust. So as you can see, mine is packed in there. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go in with our toppings. Now these are incredibly sweet, but there are a number of different ways that you can decorate. Here I have some sweetened coconut, and you can use all sweetened coconut, you can use all unsweetened coconut. This has plenty of sugar in it, so this is one place that you could tame the sweetness a little by using unsweetened coconut. I'm actually going to use about half and half. So I have sweetened coconut flakes and unsweetened. Now you can find both of these in your baking section at any grocery store. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to add our chocolate chip. Here I have some mini semi-sweet chocolate chips, and I'm just going to sprinkle those over the top generously. You can use milk chocolate chips, you can use dark chocolate chips, you can use half and half, you can use jumbo chocolate chips, those would be really good too. You can use jumbo chocolate chips, those would be really good as well. Next we have butterscotch chip. I love butterscotch chips, so delicious. This is another place that you could really modify for your tastes. You could use peanut butter chips, you could use caramel, they have caramel chips. Sometimes you can even find like cherry chips. I think those would be delicious with this. Those cherry chips, they're pink. When I was little at King Soopers, our local grocery store, you used to be able to go in and get a free cookie, and they always had cherry chip and lemon chip cookies, and I always wanted the cherry one because it was pink. But I'm sure, I've seen them before. I know you can specialty order them, but I think some grocery stores have those as well. So those would be really good, especially for like Valentine's Day. So we have our crust, our coconut, our semi-sweet chocolate chips, and then our butterscotch chip. The next thing we're going to do is I have some chopped pecan pieces here. You can use almonds with this recipe. I think almonds with the cherry and the chocolate and the coconut would be absolutely delicious. A really great twist on this recipe. You could also use walnuts, whatever you have on hand, or you can completely skip the nuts. If I was making this for my mom, I would just skip the nuts. She's allergic, so obviously we wouldn't want to do that. But I will say, if you are going to skip the nuts, I would add a little bit of salt into your crust. So when you're mixing your butter and your graham crackers, I would just add a little bit of salt in there to kind of offset that sweetness. So we have our pecans. So the next thing we're going to add is a can of condensed milk, sweetened condensed milk. I always have sweetened condensed milk on hand. It is so delicious in coffee. And if I am just tired of the typical latte, what I will do is I will froth up some sweetened condensed milk with some oat milk, and oh, it's so delicious. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to take this can and we're going to drizzle it over the top of our bars. Get every last drop in there. There is an amazing shop online called Sprinkle Pop, and you can find specialty sprinkles for any occasion. They have really amazing different sprinkle varieties. I got several versions on my latest trip. I love them for baby showers, birthday parties, all kinds of things. And they have a Disney-inspired one. So these are black, red, yellow, and white sprinkles with large balls of the same colors in there. So it's very Disney-inspired. And so what we're going to do to top these off is we're going to add these to the top of our bars before we bake them. They're so cute. So just take your sprinkles and shake them over the top. They look like a party. They are so cute. So we have our bars ready to go in the oven. These bars are going to go into a 350-degree oven for 20 to 25 minutes. I just pulled these out of the oven. They look delicious and they smell delicious. Here we have our magic bars straight out of Disney's Wilderness Lodge. These were super simple to make, super simple to throw together, hardly any ingredients at all. I hope you guys give these a try this holiday season because they are definitely a crowd pleaser and a definite way to bring some Disney magic into your home this holiday season. Happy holidays, everybody. From our family to yours, we hope you have the most magical holiday. Don't forget to click that subscribe button, click that like button if you like what we're doing, and that bell notification so that you can be notified of all of our future videos. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. And for the love of the mouse, never forget that it all started with a mouse.